I recently posted a video about check washing, recommending a gel pen over any of the giveaway pens. That way, if your check were to be intercepted, they use something with acetone. The fraudsters use acetone. It lifts the ink and they can rewrite the check. There were so many questions and comments, and so I want to take this time to address some of those so we can make sure that everybody is aware and you can make the best choice for you. First things first, though, I want to introduce you to myself. Hi, I'm Paige. I have been in cybersecurity for about 20 years now. Majority of the time has been in the training and education of law enforcement, victim advocates, military, consumers, and businesses, all teaching you how to be safe and aware. See, awareness is key. If you're not aware of something, you're not sure how to help protect yourself. And so one of the big goals is to spread awareness through this. And it might not pertain to you. Maybe you don't write checks. Well, then maybe you do know somebody who does, and you can share this information. Or perhaps it's not for you. I don't know. But let me first get to it. Some of you had questions. First things first. This is acetone. I'm going to pour this in the dish here because there was questions on what about a Sharpie? And then water. There was a few questions as doesn't gel ink smudge in water? So on this side, we have the acetone, and on this side, we have the water. We'll just keep that there. Acetone, water. So what I'm going to do, this is check paper. I cut up some old checks of mine, and I will first write on one. This is gel, and this is a Uniball. Somebody had asked if I have a specific brand. I mean, I have Uniball ones. I also got a bunch off Amazon. Tanmit, T-A-N-M-I-T, Tanmit. I will write gel Tanmit. Okay. I will also use this Spring Hill Sweets. This would be like a giveaway pen. So I'll do Spring Hill, offer this one. Let's see, I also have, a Pentel RSVP, you know, these cute pens here. So I'll just write RSVP for that one. And we'll try the Sharpie. Okay. And I'll write Sharpie. All right. So as you can see, we have the gel Uniball, the Amazon gel, the Spring Hill Sweets pen, the RSVP pen, and the Sharpie. What we're first gonna do is we're gonna dip it in the acetone. So the acetone, and some of you commented you couldn't see very well. Sorry, I don't mean it, but I will show you. Oh, I should get out my tweezers. Okay, so you can kind of see it lifting there. So let's get out my handy dandy tweezers over here so we can grab that. Oh boy, I promise you, it's not my first time using tweezers. All right. Oh, bonkers. Okay, you're gonna see that some lifts more than others. And so you have the gel, the Uniball, both gel, they are still there. They have not moved at all. The Spring Hill Sweets is almost gone. And how long was that in there? Maybe 15, 20 seconds. This RSVP pen, it lifted a little bit, not completely. And then you can see the Sharpie is smudged, and it eventually would lift. So there's that test. Somebody had said if you push really hard, you can still see. But I mean, if people are cashing checks online with their app or something like that, they're not going to be able to tell that you pushed really hard. So now we know gel pen in acetone does not lift. The regular dye-based ink, think hair dye, it lifts. So that's the two here. And then Sharpie, it also is not a good alternative for gel. Just use the gel ink. Okay. We call that a pigment-based dye. So think freckles, pigment-based dye. All right, so you got that. Let's try this again because it was said, what doesn't gel lift in water? So we got gel number 1, gel number 2. I will say it does, some gel ink does take a second to dry, but you'll see I have both the gel here, okay? I'm gonna put it in the water and let's see what happens. We'll give it a few seconds, but this is the water and the gel. I wouldn't say, no, it didn't smudge. It just, you can see through the paper. So that's what you can kind of see there. But the gel did not smudge. So that solves that. The gel does not smudge if water is on it. The next question I got is, isn't it gonna smell? Okay, this is already dry, by the way. This is the paper I put in the acetone. Does not smell. You know, you can do this yourself. You can do these fun little exercises yourself too. And you can tell that it doesn't smell, it's not wrinkled, nothing. And so that's another thing there. Let's see. Yeah, those are I think those are the biggest questions that people had. And so another question I got was around check writing. So they said, well, what's the point of using gel ink when they could just take the routing number and the bank account number off the bottom of the check? And you're right, that is another version of check fraud. Here is some check writing software that I have, and you can either buy it online, Amazon, Walmart, Target. There's real legitimate reasons why a company or person would have this. If they're a small business, they're writing checks, they take their routing number, bank account number, and then they write the checks. But you know, with every good thing, there's the fraudsters' reason or way that they use it. So yes, they could use that software. Absolutely. Another question I got was around stealing checks or mail from the mailbox. And absolutely, you put that red flag up, guess what? It's a red flag. It's telling the threat actor, the fraudster, the scammer that there is in fact important outgoing mail, and so they will target those mailboxes. Sometimes people have a locked mailbox, maybe you go to the post office. Either way, they are targeting your mail because they know you're sending out important things. So I often recommend going to the post office if you have important mail that is going out, and not putting that red flag up. All right, if you have more questions, any other questions, comment and I'll try to address them as they come in. If not, I'll create another video answering your questions. All right, take care and stay cyber safe.